Starting my hike on a dark, cloudy, misty Sunday morning at Iroquois Park, and I already see some deer. They're bedded down off to my left. One of them just got up. He's stretching. There's a pretty good breeze this morning. Shaking the water off. They got rained on last night. I'm not going to get any closer than this. I've got a lot of hiking to do. With all the rain we got, it's going to be pretty wet and muddy. I just crossed that gully and I'm looking at all the May apples. They're popping up all over the place. There's a bud on one of the May apple plants. Won't be long, it'll have a little flower on it. We got a lot of rain. I love that sound. That's the north overlook up there. That's not where I'm going. I'm going to do my heavy duty hiking now. I'm getting ready to hike down this steep hill, so I'm going to put my camera away. I've got my trekking poles. I don't want to slip and fall. There's a lot of water running down the hills. I just crossed that gully. It is so muddy. There are so many May apples popping up. It is so peaceful out this morning. So many hills to climb. It won't be long and all the trees will have their leaves. I'm leaving the high ground and I'm going to hike down this hill. I'm hiking down the hill and I see a deer over to my right, bedded down. There's another one. I only see two so far. There's one there. And there's one in front of me. I'm walking around them. I'm looking up the hill at them now. I'm gonna hike off in this direction. I'm looking behind me and I see one of them got up. Look how muddy that is. Coming from up there. And I'm on my way up this hill. I'm looking over to my right and I see some deer. And there's one in front of me. The other deer are down the hill. They're walking off down there. Pretty far away from me now. There's one that's lagging behind the others. But it's going to catch up to the others. This is where the deer crossed the gully. And they walked off in that direction. I see one of them over there. That's where they like to hide. I've got my umbrella up. We're getting a misty rain. That one's eating some of the new leaves. Found those deer again. They're backtracking. There's one of them, but it's pretty far away from me. I wish this misty rain would stop. Makes it hard to take pictures holding a umbrella and my trekking poles. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there it is. They're going back to where I'm coming from. And I'm not going to follow them. I'm watching them walk off in the distance. Now I'm going to hike up this hill. Made it up that hill. Now I'm going to hike off in this direction. I'm hiking down the hill and I see a couple deer bedded down. I think there's at least 3 of them. There's 1, 2, 3. I think this is the mama with her twins. They're keeping an eye on me. They're bedded down chewing their cuds. Now Mama's getting up. I'm looking behind me. Mama's still up, but her twins are still bedded down. Now I'm getting a steady drizzle. I have my umbrella. In this area, you either get too much rain or not enough. I'm on my way up this hill again, and I see those 3 deer. The mama with her twins. The twins are still bedded down. Well, mama just bedded down again. Here's mama. And her twins. I'm hiking up this hill. Then I'm going to hike off in that direction. I'm about as high as I'm going, and I'm looking down the hill, and I still see those 3 deer bedded down. This is the last gully I'm going to cross. Then I'm going to hike up that hill and end up in Summit Field. I'm coming from way down there, and I'm getting close to the top. I made it up to Rita's Point. Finally made it all the way up to the top. We're still getting a drizzly rain. Still have my umbrella. I'm on Top Hill Road. Now I'm going to make a quick pass through Summit Field. This is the pond next to the rustic pavilion. No ducks here this morning. This is the pond close to Jacob's Lodge. No ducks here. This drizzly rain is keeping me from getting any good bird pictures. I'm leaving Summit Field. This drizzly rain is ruining my hike. I see 2 mallard ducks that just got out of the pond. Now they're flying off. Those rascals. I decided to follow those ducks, and I thought this is where they would end up. They're very predictable. Now I'm headed back to where I was. I just wanted to see if I could find those ducks again. I see the mallard ducks again. This is a small watering hole on the other side of Top Hill Road. I'm getting ready to hike down to my car. There go the ducks walking off up there. They'll be flying off as soon as they see me. This is the little watering hole they were in. And now they're flying off again. There's Crupps Point. I'm gonna hike down to my car from here. I'm almost to Rundle Road, and I found 2 more deer, or 3 more deer. One is bedded down. She's walking off in that direction, and the other 2 or 3, I don't know how many's over here. I see. No, it's only 1 bedded down. I thought there was 2 bedded down. I'm not gonna try to follow them. Watching them run off. I still see them off to my right. I see Rundle Road down there. I see another flower bud on the mayapple plant. Made it down to Rundle Road, and I'm on my way to my car. Look at all the redbud flowers that blew off the tree or fell off the tree. This is right next to Rundle Road. Made it back to the golf course parking lot, and I see my car. It's the only one parked at the golf course parking lot. I'm on my way home. There was a cold, misty rain the whole time I hiked. Maybe tomorrow will be a better day.